had other plans.
We are live.
Here we are.
Hello. Hi everyone. So today it's a little messy. We had a little internet issue. That's how it is to live in Hawaii.
Yeah, I had a lot of the blue wheel of death where it's just circling. A lot of that page can't be found. A lot of
God, it's so
something went
stressful.
wrong.
And me, I'm texting him like, everything is okay. Like, should I start alone? Okay, let's breathe. How to start abundance mindset. The oracle card, I think, is a good way so that we can both of us feel getting in. Sorry about it, guys. We're a little jet lag in our energy because of the internet.
Yeah. Thank you so much, internet. Thank you.
Yes.
I think I've pulled from this deck before. It's one of my newer ones. Oh, okay, this is the one. Ooh. But even the back of these, I feel like kind of match our theme. The just so like full of
energy and I love it.
Yeah. And then this is the card that I pulled. This deck has some they call it suits, and some of them are like reverse, two different kind of opposite themes.
Okay.
And so this is one of those ones, and you have to look at which way it comes. The way that it was up was the fated life.
Ooh, okay.
Versus destiny life.
Ooh, the fated life. Is it like heavy?
It sounds like it versus like destiny. I don't know. So let's see. It says fated life is the safe option, doing the right thing, the expected thing, external influences, listening to the opinions of others, what other people want.
Sorry. It's just echo on a lot of things. Continue, please.
The fated life is the expected life, the one that's most likely, the one you'll live if external circumstances direct you. It's the one you'll live if you believe what society, the people, and the systems say you are, and if you do what they say you should do. The fated life is the safe life, but in living it, you may find that there's music still in you that longs to be expressed, or a feeling of, is this all there is? Versus the destiny life is what the soul dreams of and requires listening to and trusting the wild and daring within you. It takes great courage to live the destiny life, for it requires that you trust yourself above all else. It requires that you truly live. With courage comes reward and fulfillment. The destiny life is the one you live if you choose to live consciously, to trust and to follow the voice within rather than heed the noise and influences outside of you. You have a decision to make. Do you choose the fated life or the destiny life? Do you choose the safe option or the courageous one that makes you come alive?
I feel that's, at least for me and my community, I feel it's such a subject that we are, and I think you too, right? Is those for two different life where we are struggling because we believe that the destiny life, it's the only option if we want to stay safe, right? Like you go to work, you have the money, you make the money, you can spend money. Yeah, you can pay your favorite thing, your taxes.
Yeah.
And then there is like what your soul is calling for, right? Like what you're good at, what is like you have joys from it. You connect with people, right? And it's interesting that we got the fated one for abundance mindset,
right?
So what would be the link?
One. Let's flip it around. Let's embrace the destiny.
Yeah, because we want the abundance and not in the fated one.
right? Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like the fated life is kind of like more of the scarcity mindset, that kind of idea that things are maybe not going to work out unless you do the things that you're supposed to do, that everybody's telling you you should do. And then
Mhm.
the destiny life is if you take a leap and you trust the universe, trust that there's something more, and believe in your own magic.
Would you pull another card to see if something more comes? I'm just curious.
Yeah. The clarifying card. What
Yeah,
does
because
this tell
abundance
us?
mindset will be linked to faded life. It's interesting because
Yeah, ideally we'd
I don't
prefer it to
feel
be
it's
linked to that,
very,
to the
yeah.
old sparkles one. The destiny life. Do you have a particular question that you want to ask for this additional?
Uh maybe more clarity about that card.
Why the fated life? Or what do we
Yeah.
need to know to flip it
What
around?
do we need to know that we don't see, and maybe there is something that that we need, because of course there is balance. It's
Mhm.
I believe in balance, and like, of course, unless you decide to live in the forest and eat what you find in the forest, and like, you don't depend on the society, but like, I think there is balance where you have to participate, but you can also have the destiny life and the abundance and all that. So it's why I
Mhm.
was like curious if there is a card that could maybe help us to like go in
Mhm.
that direction.
Go deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got another one of the two-sided cards. This one is the
Feminine.
feminine and masculine.
Okay.
But the feminine was up.
Okay.
Look at all those dolphins. I don't know if you can
Dolphin,
see.
a full moon, two faces,
Yeah.
and the Cosmo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I see like abundance.
Mhm. Feminine, it says it's the maternal line, feminine energy, goddess woman, sister, sisterhood, female ancestors, nurturing the moon, depth, potency, mother issues, nourishment, sensuality, and the unseen world. And for the masculine, which is the, like, because it's both, I think we have to kind of consider both.
Mhm.
It says it's the paternal line, the masculine energy, God, man, brother, male ancestors, support, foundations, building the sun, drive, father issues, strength, practicalities, and the physical world, which I feel like those kind of the more physical world maybe matches
Mhm.
more with that side. But let's see what more tells us. Um, this card can represent the masculine and feminine energies within or around you. We each have these energies within us, regardless of our gender identification. The card can represent the masculine and feminine energetically, or it can represent actual people in our lives who embody masculine or feminine energies, or who identify as masculine or feminine. If you pull it with the feminine side up, the invitation may be to embrace the feminine qualities within yourself, or it may be drawing your attention to a person who embodies the feminine in your life and asking you to consider those key relationships in your life that may be relevant to the reading. So
Us.
maybe to flip this upside down and
Mhm.
get to the destiny
Destiny
life, you
life,
have to embrace more of the
feminine energy.
yeah, the goddess, the woman, nurturing the moon, the depth, the potency, nourishment, sensuality, the unseen world,
Hmm.
less of the physical world.
Yeah, especially with this subject topics of today, abundance mindset. Um, I was looking into it and what was coming recently, and I saw a lot of video from male criticizing it. And we talked about that a little bit yesterday, about the skeptical or people that rather not believe in it than have false hope.
Yeah.
Where maybe it's not really understanding what is about its mindset.
Well, I mean, if you don't believe in it, then you're stuck with the
Fate.
fated life.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find the path to believe, then there's more hope for the sparkle destiny life.
And maybe that's the thing why we got the card, because that's the boundary or what's like pushing to not going. And I think I was saying that also yesterday about that in a way we are in a society where they are pushing us to just work, spend money, in this masculine energy life, and don't want us to realize that we have everything in us, that we are powerful, that we have anything we need. We don't need to buy anything to feel better or being richer or having more. It's all within us. And so if there was like more proof that abundance mindset can happen, then we will let it go of that life, right? The fate life. We will go more in the divine, more in the femininity, went into the destiny, believing in our dreams, believing in ourselves, right?
Yeah. I think the hard part about it sometimes is that in order to have the proof that the abundant mindset pays off, or that the destiny life is coming, like you have to already be vibrating in that way to like welcome that life in, and it's hard to start feeling it before you have the evidence. So it's like, which one comes first in the belief?
And you
Which is
have to be
why,
patient.
yeah.
And like
And
the
it's the
story I was,
mindset before the proof.
yeah, the result or sign, right?
Yeah.
Like being able to recognize the sign of what we asked.
Yeah.
Do you have experience where you really felt, oh, it worked?
The first thing that pops into mind is the studio downtown. I wanted it for like 2 years before I got it, and I was looking at the office space next door, but it was too expensive. And I ended up being in 2 other places first, and just there was someone else like in that space, and I wanted it. I knew it was meant for me. And so kind of reaching beyond like, well, no, someone else is there, the kind of like dark, like wah, wah. Like my friend and I were just in the parking lot, like staring at it, being like, come to me. And eventually
I'm
it was
here for
mine.
you. You meant for me.
Yeah. Yeah. What's
And
that song?
then, other than what did you, other than that, did you do other stuff or?
I'm sure I must have. Well, also like different jobs that I had, like that I thought that I really wanted, like working in SPED, and like having, even though the school year already started, thinking like there's gonna be a way, there has to be a way, like this is what I'm going to do, and then it coming through, or like having a particular school that I wanted to work at, and just knowing that it's a school that a lot of teachers want to work at, and it's, but still believing like it can be for me. But I feel like for me, like manifestation and abundance mindset kind of like overlap in a big way, that like there's abundance mindset is like there's enough for everyone and me, like that other people's success doesn't detract from mine, but it also has to do with manifestation for me personally. Like in my mind, they're like linked.
Mhm.
It's hard for me to pull them apart.
Yeah. I think there is people who are sharing how to do it, but they're missing the point of manifestation being, first of all, being clear. It starts with like, are you clear on what you want? Are you clear on what you want to come your way? And not I know if you had that experience of being not clear enough, and then you have an experience coming and you're excited, and then you realize, ooh, if I thought I would have like maybe more being more precise of like, I don't want that. I want that, but I don't want it this way, this way, this way. So being more
Mhm.
picky so that when it comes in, you can really embrace it. Did you have that? Because I had that experience where I afterward I was like, oh, I think I was not precise enough.
Mhm.
I see that with people who are like want to be in a relationship, and they're like, they just think about, I want to be in a relationship, and then they complain that they are meeting the wrong people. And
Mhm.
like, you ask to meet new people, you ask to be in a relationship. Here we are. You are in a relationship, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even every single one of those examples, like there eventually came a point where I was like, maybe I actually don't want this.
hmm.
So it's in some ways it can be a be careful what you wish for kind of situation. But like sometimes like we need those experiences to learn particular lessons or have particular um I don't know, it's just steps in the journey
Hmm.
that we have to learn from to know what we actually do want. Sometimes learning what you don't want is part of figuring out what you do want.
Hmm. So we have to be careful about what we ask.
Um,
Hello,
kind of,
Scania.
or just be
Ooh,
prepared to like deal with the consequences of whatever you call in.
I was just saying hi to Scania U3U. Happy Christmas.
Mhm. Same to you.
Um, yeah. I mean, my biggest experience into I'm honest mindset, um, law of attraction, asking for what you want. It started in Switzerland when I was seeing a Reiki master for therapy. I think I was seeing her every week. She was really helping me through my depression. And then when I decided, like before that, um, she helped me for a year before I left, or maybe two. And she said something. She said, "But do you ask for what you want?"
Mm.
And I was like, "No, it's true. I never ask for what I want. Keep it all for myself." Like, and
Mm.
maybe it's a concept that for some people they don't understand of what it means, but for me it really click on look into it and be do the reflection on what do I want, where do I want to be, how I want it look like. And I start to do that, and then I went to that crazy wedding with all these people who were living in New York, but they were from everywhere. And then this guy asked me why I was living in this place that I hated so much. And it really like clicked, even though of course I knew I didn't want to live there, but for once I heard it, And then I came back to Geneva, and I started to make a plan. I was like, I'm gonna leave. I have nothing to lose. And I started to like look off the options. I was looking, it was not New York because I think was so big for me that I was like, let me look at, I'm sure you do that too, of like, you see the big goal, the big dream, and you're like, this is maybe too big. Maybe I should lower a little bit, right? I'm gonna lower so it's more possible. And then I look at Denmark and other place, and then I was like, listen, I always dream to go to New York. Just go. Like, so I look into visa, and I was at that time not finding any job. No one was interviewing me. I was trying to find that job. It was really hard because I was completely depressed. I didn't want to work in finance anymore. But at the same time, no one wanted to interview me. And so because I made the plan of like I made a financial plan of like how much money I need to leave, like to in 1 year, how much money I need to leave. And then I was like, okay, let me look into job in finance. And then 2 company wanted to hire me. After like a year and a half, no one contacted me. 2 company wanted to hire me. At the moment I decided, I was like, that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna move to New York. I'm gonna get my visa. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save that money for a year, and that is gonna happen. All the doors start to open. I sold like a painting. I could choose the job I wanted to do for a year. Like all like where I was like getting sick, I was having challenge all the time. I had like it shift completely from the moment where I asked for what I wanted, when I really decided that is what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna stick with it. Like I really felt the universe was like, here, I'm gonna open doors to you you decide what you want to do here. I'm gonna give you the opportunities. And for me, that's abundance mindset. For me, abundance is not like I have a lot of money like falling from the sky and just like, whoo, I feel like it have to come from the heart. It have to come from your soul. I think when it's too materialistic, it often come with, and it's interesting because those cards that you got have 2 sides, right? And I feel like when you get not aligned enough, you get also the bad, right? You get it's not exactly perfect, um or you're like, oh, it's not really what I wanted. I wanted something completely different. And I think when we talked together, we were like, I don't know if we're really good at abundance mindset. Because I think we believe that it's nonstop, right? When you got it, then your life is like nonstop abundance. But I think learning to get there of the feminine energy, what was the other side of the card?
The
Oh yeah,
feminine,
the feminine
weighted
energy,
light,
but I think it's more the others. Yeah, I think it's not
the destiny life.
the destiny life. Yeah, I think abundance mindset work better with destiny than the other side. Like, people want to be rich and have a lot of money, and I'm not saying money, I mean, we all need money, but I think it get us completely blind side of so many important thing in the world.
Yeah, like what's actually aligned and like actually is a good fit for your destiny life, and like the flow of what truly works for you versus just the ideas that kind of everyone else wants or people say are important, but if it's not important to you, then it's not worth pursuing. More kind of feminine
Feminine energy,
flow.
yeah. Hmm.
And I think also self-awareness of knowing what's actually good for you versus like what other people have said are good to have or to get or to be or do.
Yeah, listening to your feminine energy. I think at some point you have to trust you're alive and you've been that far, so you're capable of being organized and taking over, and like embracing the feminine energy. um it's so key, um so that you can hear yourself, because I think
Mhm.
in the opposite, where you're just working, going home, do the thing you need to do, spend your money, going to work. It it's super hard to hear your voice. It's really hard to hear. So you start to listen others that knows better, right? Or you think they know better
Mhm.
than you, because you don't value your
Mhm.
voice and your inner knowledge.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, for me, like when I had my panic attack and had to quit school, it was like as I was going into school every day, my intuition was saying, I can't keep coming here. And I kept going anyway because it was what was I was supposed to do. But like I knew better, but I didn't know how to stop the cycle
Hmm.
yet.
Yeah. Do you feel, because now it's what, more than 6 months that you've
Yeah.
been, do you see yourself, like, do you see how you grow since?
Yeah. Like there are a lot more things that I'm more aware of whether or not they actually suit me. Like having listened to my intuition like makes me kind of trust myself more, trust my intuition more, trust more that things are going to unfold for me as they're meant to if I follow that path
Mhm.
of listening. Um, and sometimes it makes me do things that are unexpected even to me, but um I'm listening, I'm doing the things now, and I feel like there is more, um, kind of flow in my life, and I'm hoping I'm headed for this picture. And I think right now I'm somewhere in the in-between part. I haven't like, I've left here, but I'm not quite here yet.
Mm.
I'm somewhere in the void.
Are you thinking you're unlearning?
Um, I think it's more integrating, like figuring out what actually matters to me. That's not that I have to like put everything else. I think I'm learning more about what's worth listening to and what's not,
Mm.
which voices, which ideas. I think like kind of already knew what I needed to do, but it's just a matter of like taking the leap, having the courage to listen to my own self instead of everything else that, you know, is implied. Even sometimes it's not even that somebody's saying like, oh, you have to do this. It's just what we feel we're expected or supposed to do sometimes. And so learning how to kind of tune the radio to your own channel instead of the societal norms channel and listen in.
Yeah, I feel we're overcomplicating it, right? Because we are trying to figuring out, we are trying to trust, then we have the other voice that's saying you should be go to fade life, and then we are adding up of what others gonna think or gonna say.
Mhm. And sometimes they don't even. We have these, like, ideas of what somebody's gonna think or say or, like, believe about it, and it's, like, that's not even true always, that people have those judgments that we expect them to. Like, sometimes people are actually happy for us if we take the leap or do the thing that actually makes us feel better, even when we think they're not going to.
And sometimes they need just some time, right, to just digest the information, even if they might have a negative reaction. Sometimes they didn't expect that we will change our life in a certain way, and
Mhm.
they need to process it. Yeah, I feel that.
Mhm. And I think too, like, the even when they, like, disapprove, a lot of the time it's from, like, a loving place that they want you to be safe and happy and to have the things that everybody's supposed to want, and they worry that you won't be able to get those things, but they don't know that you don't want this version of life, that you believe in something better.
Are we talking about people from different generations?
Um, sometimes. I've sometimes. I've also had, I mean, people that just, have kind of more, I don't know, like, I almost wanna say, like, standard values or, like, more conservative views on what's going to work or
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah, I was just curious because I think that is also a clash between generations. I think because they got educated in a different world, and I think as a human being, we have a hard time to let it go of the past
Mhm,
or what worked or didn't work in the past, and we still keep that alive in our present and get us stuck without realizing, hey, like the world changed. The reality is faded life is not safe anymore.
not
Like
that
there's no guarantee about it. Maybe
mhm,
50 years ago, but now, like, what work? So why not investing in abundance? Why not investing in what we really want to do, what we feel our soul is calling for?
mhm. Yeah,
And I think that's how it goes to abundance mindset is positivity, acceptance, believing in what you're doing. It will, no matter what, um, ending with something positive. I think you froze. I'm not sure if you're still here. Make a sign. Okay, so I guess you will come back. What I was saying, yeah, I was saying abundance mindset. I will, I will say that it's all start with how you think, and and then, oh, I'm alone. And then so I have an example. I had a client who was, I started with her and she was sharing that she was praying a lot and she was asking for sign and she was asking for a specific life, that she wanted to have opportunities, and she was telling me, I don't understand. Nothing is coming my way. I'm feeling lost. I don't know what to do. Um, Katie is back. Yeah,
hi.
hi.
I'm
Welcome back.
gonna take you
So I was
Wi-Fi.
taking over just with the story and hoping you will be back at some point.
Here I am. But carry on with your story.
Yes. So, and I share with you that story with my client that was praying and asking for what she wanted and asking for a sign, and she was in surviving mode, figuring out how she could start her coaching business. And then she was telling me, "Oh, I want to do that coaching business, and I have like old clients that are reaching out to me. They would like me to coach them, but I don't feel ready. And then I have this other opportunity, but and I was like, you tell me you're asking, you're praying, you ask for a sign that tell you should be doing
Mhm.
coaching, but then you have your proof, you have your sign. There's people coming your way asking, hey, can you coach me? I miss it. But then you are saying you're not ready.
Mhm.
And she was like, oh, whoa. So that is a part that I wanted to share. Is also like there's the mindset, how you talk to yourself, um, how you envision the world, how you envision the thing you're starting, what you're asking for, how you want the answer, but then also recognizing the abundance coming your way. Because if you don't, the universe is like, here,
Mhm.
you ask me for something, but you're not taking it. You're listening,
Yeah.
the part of your brain that is the masculine one who's like, no, like stay in surviving mode, keep all those 5 jobs that you have, and like that's life, right?
Mhm.
So I wanted to mention of how also you need to be aware and look at for the sign and for what you ask
Mhm.
for.
And ready to receive.
Yeah. And ready to I think if you ask for it, then like there's also that, um maybe ask when you're ready.
Or take the action even though you're not ready. Like, are you ever
Have
really gonna
fun.
be all the way ready? Probably no. Or not feel that you are anyway, because a lot of the time we almost need, like, evidence that we're ready, but you can't get the evidence without trying. So it's you have to just jump.
That's totally true. I think a lot of us are waiting that we're ready to start something, and with all the reason, right? Fear and perfectionism and etc. etc.
Mhm.
um
Yeah. I mean, all that's always gonna come up for sure, but that's I mean, I think that too is, like, one of the outside influences almost, like, if you think about, like, your actual desire as kind of like your inner core, your, like, true, like, essential nature, then all of those other the fear, the other people's ideas, the judgment, the all of that is kind of, like, outside, so you just have to push it all away and move through anyway.
and it's why you call it mindset, right? It's not abundance result or abundance.
Yeah.
It's and mindset is a practice too. It's not that you tried twice and nothing like, I think it's with everything is like that. It's also
Mhm.
that we are in a society that we are impatient and we want things to happen so fast.
Mhm.
And I
Who,
and
me?
I
Just
think
kidding.
yeah, it's like, hey, I asked for it, I want it now, right? Like and I
Yeah.
think sometimes we get, like you said, we get test because we are
Mm.
not like, we need to learn some stuff to be able to embrace that abundance, to embrace that chance, that opportunity that come your way.
Mhm.
um I don't know if you think that, but
Definitely. Yeah.
especially
It
like,
was all
you're too
your
impatient,
mindset.
let me be me, let me take my time.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Patience, I'm learning.
Yeah, patience is a big one.
Mhm.
Patience mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, like, the hard part is, like, holding the abundance mindset and doing the things even when you don't have evidence that something's happening, something tangible evidence that it's working, but,
Mhm.
like, still showing up, still offering whatever you're offering, still talking about what is important to you in your work, and, um, just keep showing up
And
to
talk about
whatever it
it.
is that you want, even if it's not coming through yet.
And that's a part of the hard work of life, is also talking out loud about it. Don't keep it for yourself. Talk about it with your friend. Talk about when you meet a stranger. I don't know, like anytime that
Yeah.
you have an opportunity of like, that is what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. That's
Mhm.
what I'm doing. Um it's also yeah, I think how you express yourself and the world you choose, right? Of like, maybe instead of like, no, that's what I want, right?
Mhm.
I think I was saying that from a conversation we had yesterday of like, I want that and maybe it will happen. And like, let's make it happen. And
Mhm.
I also do that with some of my friend. I think I did that with you before, is like exchanging text message and someone is telling me, I would like that this situation changed that way, or I would like that this happened. And I'm like, okay, let's manifest it and change all the sentence. So da 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 is gonna happen on this date and it's gonna happen this way. And so we are manifesting together, and we are, I'm acknowledging your desire for what you want. And I think that
Mm.
helps to believe in yourself too, and believe in that abundance that you want.
Yeah, to believe that it's coming,
Yeah.
always. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sharing that one of my good friend in New York, who was my roommate for a while, when I told her, okay, I'm thinking to move to Hawaii with this guy that I just met, she said, oh, that's what you're gonna do.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, like that energy, and and she knows me, so there was no like, oh, did you thought about this, what are you gonna do, and how are you gonna make money, and da 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 da, and
Mhm.
do you have a project, and are you gonna leave with him, or no, it's like, oh, that's what you're gonna do. I was like,
Mhm.
okay. That energy where a person is mirroring and just sending you that energy of like, yeah, like
Mhm.
you're gonna do that. It remove all the little voice of like, are you sure, are you like,
Mhm.
but did you thought, but what if?
Mhm. Yeah. For some reason, this is reminding me of when bought my I got a electric motorbike when I was in Beijing, and, my sister lived with me at the time, and I remember, like, I Googled the motorbike, and she said as soon as I, like, searched for one for sale, she was like, "I knew you were gonna buy it." And then it turned out that, like, the one that was for sale was, like, in our building. The
Wow.
woman who
Okay.
was selling it was, like, 2 floors up directly above us, and it was
Destiny
just sitting outside waiting for me. Yeah, it was my motorbike all along.
was calling for you. It was like,
Yeah.
find me, go on Google, write me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all find moment where we have abundance and we have what we asked.
And
Maybe
sometimes
we,
it's, like, just destiny too, like, that it's, like,
yeah,
um there's a reason I went and looked it up that day, like, and that it was sitting right outside, or like that you said, I think I'm going to do this. And it's like, yeah, you are. Of course you are. It's your destiny.
Mm. I mean, what I was thinking is that I have a belief, and I don't think it's true, that things have to be hard.
Mm, yeah.
That to get what you want, it have to be hard, but hard in a way that going to be exhausting, and you're gonna have to do things you don't want to do, like. So when
Mhm.
I'm deciding I'm gonna move to New York, I'm gonna make my dream come through, and I'm gonna save money for a year, and everything goes perfectly, and opportunity come my way, and doors open, you're like, oh, but is it right? Because it's too easy, right? Then I'm thinking, it's too easy. It must be bad. It must be
Mhm.
something must be wrong if it's too easy or simple, or like,
Yeah,
ah,
brings it out. Yeah.
looking for what's wrong. And I
Mhm.
think
And why is it
I
so
saw
easy?
that
It's
with
too good to be
relationship,
true.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
totally. Yeah. All of the jobs that I had abroad worked like that. And I just like took the ones that like just were easy. I was like, okay. Like, when I graduated from college, it was in the 2008 recession, and I had a business degree, and there were business professionals that had been doing their jobs for years that weren't getting jobs. So of course, me, a brand new grad, I wasn't getting those jobs. And I got a email that said teach English in Korea, and I clicked on it, and a month later I was there. Um, and it all just happened. And then after that, like looking for, okay, what am I going to do next? Just I put my resume out there, and um, just took whatever came next. And then um, went to China. And then my sister, when she graduated from college, we put our resumes together and said, like, I have experience, I have my certification, she has nothing. We're a pair. Whatever school will take us, we'll go there. And just like let it happen. Like, and
Do you
that's
think
like
it's because there is also no pressure? You're more like, you're just putting, because it's how you put yourself out there, and you just wait, in a way, and then it comes your way.
it came so fast though. There was like no time for pressure of any kind. It was like,
Wow, okay.
we're doing this. Oh, there
Maybe
it
it's
is.
because you were doing something and you were putting yourself out there, I think.
Like we just thought, like, of course someone will want to hire us both. It's
You're
the
not
like
even like
that's the
thinking
kind of
that it would not
native.
be possible.
No, no way. It's
Are you
destiny.
still are you still practicing that today?
Um, kind of like I still feel like I'm very much like pulled forward in my path, but like um there are more obstacles now, I think. And I'm guessing they're internal. Because
Is it also
we
because you
have
have
the
a home?
sorry.
Is it because also you have responsibilities? Because I feel it's not that you didn't had where you were in Asia, but it's kind of, you had that freedom of movement
Mhm.
that now you
But
cannot really leave
it was a
Asia.
chosen freedom.
Mm.
And like now maybe my like physical way is grounded, but my way of work, like I can work with anyone anywhere in the world. It's very free still.
Mhm.
So it's like different parts are free and different parts are grounded, but theoretically I feel like it should work the same. Even though it feels like it's not as fast and easy.
Yeah, I just wonder if, because I feel for me too, is being in a relationship, living in a place, building a life in that place. It's also keep me less flexible
Mm.
to do whatever could come my way. Um, and is it getting older? So we get a little. I feel like when we are younger, it feel easier to. There's less fear, or like things that matters don't really matters. You know,
Hmm.
like I don't know.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
put
just.
my resume there, and I think it could work. And I feel like if I will do it today, I will have so many imposter voice. Like,
Mhm.
but who gonna hire you for the? Like what I mean is, I think you
Mhm.
work because you were very like generally like believe it will work, and you're just gonna do it, and you will see if it'll work or not. You know what I mean? It's like, so it feel like
But
alignment.
mhm. In my mind at that time, there was no possibility of it not working.
Mm.
And I think the same is true now, that I don't see a possibility of it not working, just more that it takes time, which maybe is my own block, that I believe it's going to take time. So, of course, it has to, because I'm not open to it yet, because I think it's going to take time. It must.
Mm. I also believe that with
I need to
myself. Yeah.
throw those away, the thoughts.
Also understand what's maybe comparing what mindset you had, and what like how can you be more similar to that, how you can inspire
Mm,
yourself from the your past mindset. um because maybe there is information that are blocking you right now that you need to know. It's not all like negative because it's blocking you, or um
I think for I think that I do think I know what's in the way, and it's me.
okay.
I don't want to say all the details of all the
No,
things,
no,
but
no.
it's me right now. I have some work to do. I'm working on it, but I have work to do, and that's okay.
Yeah, and what is good is that you have the proof that you are capable. You have the
Yeah.
proof that it worked. You have the proof that you are that person,
Hmm.
even though there is blockage, right? And that's the
Yeah.
beauty of looking at what you did in the past. Look at when did you ask for something and it happened,
Hmm.
instead of looking at the lack,
Yeah.
right? Um, because
And I
I don't
still
know
have like
why.
the belief that I just have these little things that I have to take care of, and then it's still gonna happen. Like it's just I know it's coming. I know.
I feel personally that all those blockage are a lesson that I need to learn today to get over with it.
Mm,
So it's why I have also acceptance that I feel like you, like I believe in my vision, I believe where I'm going, I believe in all that. And even though there is some days where doubts and self-talk or other things come my way, but I don't see it as bad. I don't
mm,
see it as, yeah, sometimes like get over it. But you know what I mean is like I feel like I have acceptance that, and even enjoying to learn from it, so I can be done with it,
mm.
right? It's
Yeah.
just like, hey, yeah, I guess I have that blockage, but I'm here for it. I'm gonna figure out about it. So it's not on my way anymore.
Mhm.
Mm. The dark. Oh, you just picked that.
Uh-huh. Feels relevant. Just popped out. Um, and I think the other thing is like for us as coaches, like sometimes we have to go through the things so that when it comes time, we can like coach clients through it from a place of experience and knowing. Like to have dealt with block helps us clear it for others. Like that's how we help them make like quantum leaps from where they are, which is where we maybe are now, to where we will be soon for ourselves, and to reach back and like pull them forward too.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reason why I do that. It's helping those people to get where we are, and then, because it comes from the joy of being where we are, and so wanting to help others to get there. So we are toward the end. What could we add about abundance mindset?
I was just gonna see if there are any nuggets from this darkest night. Sure. It has the question, how is life currently trying to initiate you?
Okay.
Feels relevant. Like that there's something that we have to like ignite or spark. Yeah. What can we add about abundance mindset? I think like just being self-aware enough to be able to see where maybe you have blocks, or like if you need help working through them, Nina and I are here for you. But the awareness that like there's more on the other side, and holding the space for receiving, and the faith that like what you desire is coming and that it's available. Even if it hasn't shown up yet, it's coming.
And also, like, I hear a lot of people are saying, I'm trying. Again, trying is doing, right? Trying is action. Because figuring out.
Trying in itself is kind of a block too. Like the word trying versus like I'm doing it. Like,
but it's why I want to shift and like make people realize that they are doing it. Because I see some people, they make some research, they're trying to figure out what will be the best for their situation, how much money they need, that it's part of doing it. It doesn't look like the result we want, but it's a part of the project. If you don't do those research, if you don't figuring out about yourself, if you're not do the work for clarity and plan what you're gonna do, nothing is gonna happen. So I feel sometimes people are using trying when they're doing it. But they want to humble down of saying I'm trying, but I'm like, yeah, but you're like, look at everything you've been doing so far. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Toward it.
Yeah. I think even the word trying though is holding doubt. Like that in itself is a mindset of I'm kind of doing it, but it might or might not work. I'm trying it instead of like I am doing it. It's happening. I'm going to keep doing it until it happens. It's such a different energy.
Yeah. Be careful about the word you use, and look at if it's updated, if it's, are you still figuring out, or actually you've been working on it. I think that is also like, it's the mindset, right? It's all linked to that of how can you be kind and authentic with yourself and update the way of how you talk and how you want things to happen. I'm doing it. I'm going to move there. I'm going to save that money. It might take a year, but I'm going to do it. That is what I'm going to do.
And even if there's setbacks, that doesn't mean that it's not happening. And it doesn't like change the outcome. It's tests along the way.
Yeah. 100%. Life was like, are you sure you want it? Are you sure
Yes,
you really want to do it? And you're like, yes. Yeah, I feel that too. When I have challenge, I'm like, no, I'm not changing my mind. I'm still keep going. I know you're testing me, but yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I hope the people who were here today, this conversation helped.
Mhm.
I think we all are figuring out, right? Because when we think about abundant mindset, I don't think I don't think I'm an expert at it, but I know I have experience of it.
Mhm.
I know how to practice it, but I know I'm not doing it all the time.
Mm.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Right.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. The practice of it. Yeah.
Practice of it.
Practice.
Yeah, I don't know what to add. We didn't fix any date for our next one, and we always pick some cards for the topics.
Mhm.
We'll see what's gonna come for next month. I will let you know. Yeah, thank you for being present. Thank you to Scania U3U from Manchester. It's kind of nice to see that people are looking at us from the other part of the world.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, Katia.
Thank you, Nina.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.